Yo, what's up everyone? Thunderbolts Doomstrike issue number 2 just dropped. Bucky Barnes is leading a high-stakes mission against Dr. Doom's iron grip on the planet. And nothing about this operation is simple. The stakes? Global domination. And the squad? We've got a fired up US agent, a deadly focused Sharon Carter, and get this, a 1944 Ghost Rider thrown into the mix. This is a mission packed with betrayal, strategy, and raw chaos, where every move feels like a gamble, and Doom seems to have everyone right where he wants them. Alright, let's jump right in. Dr. Doom has declared that all nations are provinces of a new united Latveria. As the world order shifts, Bucky Barnes and his elite team of Thunderbolts may be the last hope for dismantling Doom's new regime. Dr. Doom tried to recruit Bucky to lead his new secret police, the Fulgur Victoris, but Bucky denied him. Doom retaliated by obliterating Bucky's HQ and his ally, an LMD version of Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Bucky, Black Widow, and Songbird broke into Doom's weapon satellite to destroy his nuclear arsenal, but Doom had laid a trap that triggered a missile to fall on Bucky's hometown of Shelbyville, Indiana. Bucky was framed for the devastation, and now the new leader of the Fulgur Victoris, Citizen V, is hot on his trail, and she looks an awful lot like Contessa. The story begins with a message from Black Widow to Bucky Barnes. She speaks with concern. "James, it's Nat. I'm worried about you. That file for your next operation, I snuck a look. A train route. Rumors of an insurgency in Texas. The dossier on your old pal Sal. I know what you're doing. You're going after Doom. Again. Even after everything." Her voice softens as she continues. "I've included a little gift of my own. Maybe not the ally you want, but the one you need. He's already aware of the mission. I told him the truth about Shelbyville. Maybe you can teach him how to fight again, and maybe he can teach you a little something about self-sabotage." As her message plays, we see Bucky going about his day, burdened by the weight of his thoughts. He wakes up, eats at a diner, and broods over the devastation in Shelbyville. Doom lingers in his mind, a constant shadow that drives his resolve forward. Later, Bucky visits John Walker, better known as US Agent. Bucky announces his presence with, "John Walker." The scene reveals Walker's shield impaled through his TV screen. Clearly irritated, Walker growls, "You owe me a TV." Holding a drink and seething, he snaps, "Every channel's a Shelbyville special. Got sick of seeing your face all over the news." Bucky remains calm, replying, "I get it. I'm pretty sick of me right now too. But Black Widow tells me we've got homegrown insurgency in these parts, and I'm willing to bet there's someone you hate more than me. What do you say we make his day worse?" Walker hesitates, the tension thick, before finally smirking and downing his drink. "Hell, all we're doing lately is making bad decisions. What's one more?" The two men stand united, ready to confront the insurgency and Doom. The scene shifts to Free City, Texas, formerly Austin, where the neighborhood is in ruins, reflecting the chaos of ongoing battles against Doombots. Warning signs litter the area, with destroyed Doombots pinned to walls, serving as grim reminders of resistance. US Agent surveys the disarray and remarks, "Your insurgents aren't much for cleaning up after themselves, huh?" Bucky replies matter-of-factly, "War's messy, Walker. You know that as well as anyone." Walker continues, "Intel says they're operating out of the old dive bar. Bad idea," says Knock. Bucky smirks. "Love walking in blind. This is a great start." He approaches the bar and knocks on the door. A voice from inside demands a password. Bucky responds casually, "You guys got a Sal in there?" "Back in the war, I knew a Texan named Sal." The person behind the door scoffs. "Wrong place, hippie. Keep moving." Walker chuckles and says to Bucky, Maybe your brain needs a jiggle, but any war friend of yours would be in the Century Club or 6 feet under, hippie. Bucky brushes off the jab, retorting, "You clearly don't know Sal. Look, we both know you know who I am. My face is plastered across every news channel on Doom's green earth." Before he can continue, Walker interrupts. Barnes, we've got company." Bucky doesn't flinch, replying, "Not now, John. I'm working." Focusing back on the door, Bucky addresses the unseen speaker. "Whoever you are behind there, we're on the same side, you and me. You've quietly turned this patch of desert into a doom-free zone. I want to do that everywhere else. What do you say we help each other out?" The voice, dripping with skepticism, finally responds, "I know exactly what your help looks like, Bucky." The tension hangs heavy as Bucky waits for their decision. Behind the door stands none other than Sharon Carter, now known as Destroyer, but really looking like a cowgirl. Sharon meets Bucky with a steely glare and declares, "And it's not a cost I'm going to let my people pay." Bucky, caught off guard, replies, "Sharon, you're the last person I expected to find out here." Sharon's voice is sharp as she corrects him, "You'll call me Destroyer. We'll have one drink, and then, if you know what's good for you, you'll get the hell out of Free City before I show you why we took that name." U.S. agent chimes in with a smirk. "Cowboy Carter. I like it." "Shut the hell up, John," Bucky snaps. Unfazed, John retorts, "You're just jealous you can't pull off the hat." Sharon interrupts their banter. "So, Natasha ratted us out to her boyfriend, huh? I've got to stop trusting my secrets to a lady named after a deadly spider." Bucky sighs. "Sharon, come on. Last time we met, we took down the Red Skull. Why are you acting like I ran over your dog?" Sharon's eyes narrow. "Are you really asking me that?" Bucky presses on. "Look, when we used Doom to kill the Red Skull, we caused this. All of us. We have to make it right." Sharon folds her arms, skeptical. "Got an infinity gem I don't know about? This world belongs to Doom now. He controls the law, the media, the public. The Avengers can't move without stepping into a trap built on his legitimacy. Even Steve's boxed in. As far as I can see, this place, these people, it's the best we've got. The best we're ever going to have." Bucky's tone hardens. "Then I say you're not looking hard enough. You're already fighting the battle. It's time to join the war. All of you. Doom's moving something huge through your backyard, using his logistics arm, OXE, they used to work for me. We can get the drop on them and deprive Doom of whatever he's transporting." Sharon raises an eyebrow. "That's the plan? Rob a train to save the world?" U.S. agent chuckles dryly. "You already tried spilling Doom's secret. So did Steve. Didn't work out for anyone." "This isn't about exposing him, John," Bucky counters. "This is about taking what is his. About punching back." U.S. agent's demeanor shifts, his anger flaring. "And what about when he punches back? With a fist made of nukes, chaos magic, and whatever new horrors he's got on that damn train. What then, Barnes? Another Shelbyville? Maybe my hometown this time. Maybe hers." He throws his drink against the wall, his frustration spilling over. Where does it end? Where does it end? Bucky steps closer, his voice calm but firm. "Be the wrench. You should have seen Winston Churchill back in '45. The drinking, the smoking, the speeches. History treats it like some charming facade, but it wasn't. His entire nation was under blitzkrieg every night. Fascism was daring him to make a move. He lived underground just so Hitler's spies couldn't blow his head off. He was trapped, but he refused to be afraid. The night before the invaders deployed, he looked right at us, me, Steve, Brian, Roger, and said something I'll never forget." Bucky pauses, then recites Churchill's words. "When a man sees a machine grinding people in its gears, there's only one thing for him to do if he's to live the rest of his life without poisonous regret." Be the wrench, boys. He looks Sharon in the eye. Be the wrench. Sharon's resolve softens as she nods. All right, Bucky, tell us about this train. Bucky lays out the plan with precision and determination. Doom's train is piloted by a pathfinding artificial intelligence modeled on his brainwaves, riding a bed of magic, no tracks needed. It's agile, reactive, so we give it something to react to. Normally, guerrilla work is about not being seen. Get in, get out before anyone knows. Just like what you've been doing out of Free City. But this time, we want to sign the work. Grab the algorithm's attention and push it into a trap. Put simply, this is a cattle drive, and we're the yeehaw. He points to the map, highlighting their advantage. A freak storm rolled through a few weeks back, doubled the depth of the arroyos, and carved some new ones. The train's map is outdated, which gives us the most critical elements of any sabotage op. Surprise. Unexpected territory plus overwhelming force equals our ball game. Once we force it to scramble for a new route, we hit it with every homemade explosive we can cobble together in the next 48 hours. Then, let it drive itself right over home plate. US agent raises an eyebrow, skeptical. This train is moving at what, 200 miles an hour? Unless you've got a Hulk in your pocket, we're not stopping this thing with 3 mortals and a posse. All you're gonna do is get everyone killed. He pauses before adding, I told you about my friend Sal, didn't I? Bucky says, took a little doing, but I managed to connect with his family and pull him out of retirement. Guy always did like smashing fastest. It's a hell of a bet, John, but when it comes to speed, I'll raise you a Ghost Rider. We then meet Sal Romero, a World War II veteran and the Ghost Rider of 1944. Sal, his fiery aura unmistakable, joins the team with a grin. Just like old times, eh, Bucky? Some jerk with too much power and a weird thing for Germanic castles threatens the people we love, and we've got to remind them why they call it the home of the brave. Time to play ball. As the train barrels into view, Sharon Carter, wielding a steel pipe, strikes the train to knock it off course. Meanwhile, Bucky turns to US agent with final instructions. John, this last part is on you. US agent smirks, adjusting his grip on his shield. Literally, he mutters, then he shouts to the rest of the group. Alright, you heard the revolution, everyone. Whatever Doom stole from us and loaded into this SOB, let's take it back. He rallies the group with a booming chant. USA, USA, USA. With immense effort, US agent stops the train using his shield, while Sharon's soldiers swarm it and take out the Doombots on board. After the dust settles, Sal approaches Bucky, smirking. Need a ride out of here? Bucky shakes his head. I've got aerial exfiltration on the way, going to secure the cargo. Sal chuckles, amused. Look at you, calling in backup. Never figured you for the leadership type. Bucky shoots back with a grin. And I never figured you for retirement. On a long enough timeline, I guess we've all got surprises in us. They share a knowing look as the mission concludes, but the fight against Doom's tyranny is far from over. Bucky suddenly hears a voice cut through the chaos. Oh, Bucky, my poor deluded Bucky. Startled, he shouts, We've got incoming, everyone, get. But before he can finish, Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine emerges, clad in imposing armor. She smirks. You've no idea how true that is. I'm the original Valentina, not that tin can you ran with. And now, once again, the one and only. Bucky's eyes narrow as he mutters, You're supposed to be dead. Valentina replies with a sly grin. Or did you just fall for another clever lie? And just for the record, if you're not going to call me Contessa, scum like you can call me Citizen V. Reacting quickly, Bucky orders, Everyone, run, get away now. But Valentina turns her attention to US agent, her tone dripping with contempt. Walker, I want you to know this is your fault. We gave you very specific orders. You could have stopped them in their tracks, but instead, I'm left having to show you what happens when someone like you thinks for themselves." She drives her boot onto US Agent's head, pinning him to the ground. Sharon Carter's voice cuts through the moment as she shouts, "Get the cargo and head for the rendezvous. Make sure they're not dying for nothing." Valentina sneers. "Oh, but they are. Lured into a trap by data I left in plain sight. You're all playing at Spy Master, but I invented the job." Without hesitation, she launches an attack at Sharon. Before Valentina can gain the upper hand, Sal Romero, the Ghost Rider, steps in, his chains blazing as he whips it around Valentina's arm. "Well, I might not have invented it," Sal quips, "but I've got a purple heart for kicking fastest ass. Get your people out of here, and keep up the fight, no matter what." Valentina smirks darkly. "Good advice." Bucky yells, "Sal, that sword, it's not normal metal. It can..." But before he can finish, Valentina hurls her sword with precision, striking Sal and effectively taking him out of the battle. "Don't worry about me, Buck," he says before falling. The moment is devastating, but there's no time to mourn as the fight rages on. Bucky looks at Valentina and firmly says, "He'll be back." Valentina smirks, unfazed. "Not anytime soon. Unlike your friend Val, who I guarantee is gone forever, she was never really your friend, just a machine. A Xerox designed to distract the world while I carved out real power. Born to die, just like your revolution." Before Bucky can respond, Black Widow's voice comes through his comms. "James, it's Nat. Exfiltration wire is coming. Get ready." Bucky immediately pushes back. "No, they still have John." Valentina's grin widens as she taunts him. There he is, the man who burned Shelbyville, just so he could look himself in the mirror. "Go ahead, fight me. Ignore your escape plan. Be the hero." Sharon's voice crackles over the comms next. "Destroyer to revolution. Destroyer to revolution," she calls, addressing Bucky by his codename. "We got to safety. There's still a few of us left, and we got the crate open. Bucky, it's not weapons. It's so much worse. It's vibranium." Valentina tilts her head mockingly. "Ah, she told you what's in the crates, didn't she? Which means you've got a choice to make. Grab your little escape line and accept a world where even the most valuable resource on the planet belongs solely to him, or fight to the bitter end and see how many more bodies I'll burn before you finally fall to your knees and beg for his mercy. So what will it be?" Bucky doesn't hesitate. "What's one more?" he mutters grimly before grabbing the rope to the jet, leaving the battle behind. As he ascends, Valentina turns her attention to US Agent. "When Barnes shows, you lock him down. That was the bargain. Loyal, even as he leaves you behind." US Agent scowls. "Guess I hate one man more than the other." Valentina smirks. "Guess you hate sunlight." He glares at her and asks, "So what's next? Take me to Doom? Lock me away?" Valentina replies coldly, "And then torture you mercilessly. After I'm back from Wakanda, of course. A place your boyfriend is obsessing over as we speak. Just like I wanted him to. Now, be a good boy and drop the shield. Like it or not, you're all doomed." And that's where this issue ends. Alright, so things are heating up. Dr. Doom still reigns supreme, Valentina just played a massive power move, and Bucky's squad is left scattered and scrambling. Sure, they got the vibranium, but was it all part of Doom's master plan from the start? And with Wakanda now firmly in the crosshairs, how does this set the stage for the One World Under Doom arc? Meanwhile, US Agent is captured, Ghost Rider Sal is down, but let's not forget, he's a literal immortal badass. And Sharon? She's dropped any pretense of diplomacy and is ready to go all in. The revolution is holding on by a thread, but you know Bucky isn't backing down. If anything, he's just gearing up for a bigger, badder comeback. So where does it all go from here? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is Valentina really in control, or is she just another piece in Doom's endgame? Will Walker stay loyal or flip sides? And when do we see Ghost Rider Sal light up the battlefield again? If you're hyped for Doomstrike number 3, smash that like button, subscribe for instant breakdowns, and hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. And remember, when the next issue drops, we're diving in ASAP. Until then, stay dope, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.